I would like to share with you in regards to God's providence in my life, very specific providence in my life, and concerning just the way that He has led me and governed my life, and the way that I've seen His hand over my life. And I wanted to read John 10 and then verse 2 to 5. The man who enters by the gate is the shepherd of the sheep. The watchman opens the gate for him, and the sheep listen to his voice. He calls his own sheep by name and leads them out. When he has brought all his own, he goes on ahead of them. And his sheep follow him because they know his voice, but they will never follow a stranger. In fact, they will run away from him because they do not recognize a stranger's voice. So when I went into the Navy in 1996, the time came up for me to leave the Navy, and I didn't know what to do. I had a couple of choices. I could either stay, or I could re-enlist, or rather, I could re-enlist, or I could get out. And in my heart, I really felt that I was to get out. I just felt the Lord leading me either to the mission field or to seminary, and I just really didn't know what to do. The Navy offered me in 1999 $45,000 to stay, and that was a lot of money. That's a lot of money today. That's a lot of money back then. So I really didn't know what to do. I felt that maybe I could stay for another 4. Use the money to buy a house, and just kind of for the time being just give up on going to the mission field. I was serving while I was in the Navy. I was both a mechanic, and I was also the Protestant lay leader, which meant that I led all the services on board my ship every Sunday. And so I was serving the Lord in that capacity. So just a few months before I was, to make a decision, or to, for me to have to make a decision on what I needed to do, I remember getting off of the midnight watch. So it was pretty late. I was, ready to go to bed, and I was just praying. I was speaking to the Lord about this. And I remember hearing the Lord say to me, it was just a voice in my heart, in my spirit. I don't think that anybody around it heard this, but I just knew that it was God. He said to me, you have served your country as a citizen of the United States of America. Now it's time for you to serve the nations as a citizen of heaven. So even today, just saying it, it really just, I remember it. It was just the Holy Spirit. I mean, He is governing and leading His church, and I am part of the church, and He led me to get out by those very powerful words. And I got out, and by just the leading of the Holy Spirit, ended up down in southern Mexico. That led me to almost a 3-year assignment in Central America as a missionary in Belize, which took me to Europe and North Africa in missions, and just the Lord has led me in a miraculous way, and it all kind of started by those words that He spoke to me on board the USS Kentucky in 1999. So I remember it.